What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this new Team of the Week review. Today, of course, it is a little bit later than usual. Usually I get it out there on Wednesday at around 4 o'clock when it's just been announced. But if you didn't catch my new series video, which is about the Match Attax Pink Slip series that's going to be starting tomorrow, I explained why. I was basically at the Man City and Leicester game, which means it's coming out a day later, but should be out around about 12 o'clock, fingers crossed, on the Thursday for you. There's a disadvantages, and advantages to this. The disadvantage being, of course, it's a bit late, and you've probably all seen the Team of the Week by now, so you might know a bit more about them than when it's not actually come out on the console. But the advantage from my point of view is that I'm able to look more in detail at the cards a lot easier by going through the console. So here's the starting 11. We'll go through it one by one and we'll highlight the few players like we normally do. In goal we have got Asenjo. Asenjo, I don't know how you pronounce that. He looks like a half decent keeper, to be honest. 80 overall, 6 foot. He's not the tallest for a goalkeeper, and his stats are okay. 85 diving, 82 reflexes, 80 on position, and 80 handling being the main ones, obviously. And he's probably going to go for not much more than discard, I would imagine. He's not spectacular, but he's not bad either. We've actually got 4 centre-backs across the back 4 in this week's Team of the Week. We've first of all got Totw, who's usually a CDM, I believe. He's got the medium-high work rates, which is good. He's got 83 defending and 85 physical, which is decent, with an 84 overall. But then his big killer is obviously his 54 pace. He has got extremely good passing and dribbling there for a centre-back, because he's usually a midfielder, so that's the advantage there. But doesn't look too spectacular, and once again, I'd be surprised if this card goes for any more than 30k. We then move on to one of the really highly rated players of this week, which is second in form Hummels. Of course, a really strong defender on this game, and with this second in form, he's got an extra little bit of boost in his pace, and that means this card looks absolutely phenomenal. 68 pace is really good for a centre-back in my opinion. It's particularly like something you partner it with 93 defending and 85 physical. And I was talking about the last player's dribbling being good too, but Hummels, 76 dribbling and 80 passing, absolutely unreal, and his card's probably going to be fetching well into the hundreds of thousands. I don't think it'll be going up to the millions, but maybe about 700k to begin with. I'm not too sure, but it looks fantastic, to be honest. The pace is the only minor letdown, which in my opinion isn't much of a letdown anyway. At 68, that card looks unreal. Oh, I should also say high medium work rates as well. Bit of a dodgy thing for me with centre backs. A bit like Ramos. Ramos seems to pull it off with Hummels' 68 pass. I don't know if he'll pull it off as well, but that's his only downfall, the high medium. Next centre back we have got is Kamil Glik. Sorry, the Polish centre back. Nothing spectacular again. He's actually got for an 81 centre back. He has got incredibly high defending and physical on this inform, 88 and 85. But again, we've only got 55 pace, 55 passing, 47 dribbling. His skill attributes aren't the greatest. He's more of a sort of old-fashioned defender by the looks of it. Not the quickest, but 6'3", can get it out. He's got low medium work rate, so he'll be decent at best. And again, he'll probably be going for discard. The last one is a 73 silver called how on earth he pronounces, I don't know. I'm going to go for Volume. That's what I'm going to go for. High medium work rates again on a centre back. I'm never a fan of them. With this guy, he has got the pace that might be able to bail him out with it a little bit. 6'2" with 76 pace is good, and he has also got 78 defending and 76 physical, which is decent for a silver centre back. 3-star weak foot as well, not too bad. He looks average. Again, he'll probably fetch a little bit more than he would if he was gold because he's silver, but with him being in the Dutch league, it's not going to be an expensive card again. I'd be surprised if it's more than 100k, that one. We then move on to the midfield, and this is a pretty strong midfield in my opinion this week. We've got PIATTI playing at centre defensive mid on this, but obviously he's a left winger. And this guy, this is one that we'll highlight in a second price-wise, because I was just looking and he's going for no more than discard. And look at that card, man. 81 overall, 89 pace, 84 dribbling, 78 shooting, 78 passing. His physical's the big down thing. He's got only 54 physical, but high medium work rate, only 5'4". He's a right little midget. He could be a good player, that pace, that dribbling. His big weakness, though, is going to be the 2-star weak foot, particularly as he's left-footed playing on the left. He's not going to be able to cut him with him at all, which is a bit of a kick in the balls. But still, for discard, I think that's a decent card, especially on the left-hand side for the Spanish league. There's not many options when you look past Ronaldo, to be honest. Who do people use after Ronaldo? I can't even think now, but Pedro, someone like Pedro, I suppose. And to me, I'd rather use him than Pedro, just because he's a lot quicker, and that sounds ridiculous, but there you go. That's how FIFA is. Pace is king. We then move on to Totw on the right hand side. Again, this card's going for about 20k right now, and it's only just come out, and this card looks phenomenal. This is the card that I might try and review actually. 90 pace, 84 dribbling, 79 shooting, 71 passing, fantastic. 62 physical's not the best, but he's 5'10", so it's going to have a bit of something about him. 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves is average. Yeah, looks like a good card, and like I said, for 20k you can't go too far wrong. Purely the reason I think it's 20k is again because it's in the Portuguese league and it's not the most commonly used, but still, decent, but we're starting to move now into the big boys of the team of the week. Frank Ribery on the left hand side. Again, I've looked at his price. It's going for between 3.5 and 4 million right now. Not surprising. He's got the 4-star weak foot and the 5-star skill moves, high medium. He's a fantastic player, as we all know, and his card looks absolutely exceptional. 90 pace, 94 dribbling, 80 on shooting, 88 passing, 6-12 physical. Again, going to be the letdown, but it's Ribery. He's an 89. He's going to be godly, lads. Moving on to Coutinho now, who's not going for as much as I thought he would be. He's going for a bit around between 350 to 400k right now. 83 pace is really good for a cam actually. And then you got the 90 dribbling, 78 shooting, 85 passing. But again, his big letdown is going to be his physical. 54 physical, and he's got no strength whatsoever in game either. But 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. A really good looking card for in the cam for the Premier League actually. Especially with Ericsson being a cam now, I can see a good 4-2-2-2-2 formation with those two there. Two very, very weavy, agile, good passers of the ball. Again, 3 to 400k, I don't think it's too bad for him, and it's only going to come down as the week goes on, lads, so that could be a decent one to invest in, possibly. Moving on now to, we've done Ribery, haven't we? We'll move on to Wayne Rooney, one of the two strikers in this week's team of the week, and he's fetching a fair amount actually. He's going for around the 1.5 million mark to 2 million, I think, ish. He's got 78 pace, which isn't the best for a striker, but obviously he's got 90 physical, which is absolutely crazy. This card reminds me a little bit of Diego Costa's informs actually. He's not a little bit slower, but with his fantastic physical, he's got great shooting at 93 and passing at 85. Dribbling 87 as well is fantastic. His downfall, in my opinion, he's got high work rates, which isn't always the best for a striker, and he's not got 4-star skill moves, which I like to have in most of my strikers, I have to say, because I do like the McGeady spin and the chop. But nevertheless, still looks like a solid card, going for about 1.7 million, like I say, ish. And then last but not least, this man in real life is on absolute fire. This is his second in form in 3 weeks. I actually put him in last week's Team of the Week review, because EA tweeted that he was in it, and then later on in the day they realised they'd put him in by accident, so he wasn't actually in last week's Team of the Week. It was just an EA mistake, but still, he's second in form in 3 weeks, I think, and this card looks so average. For a player, I think he scored 14 goals in 9 appearances, something like that, and his card still looks so unusable. 6'5" is fantastic for getting the balls in there. Medium-low work rates is average. But then 62 pace and 6-star dribbling are absolutely woeful. 55 passing is appallingly bad. 88 shooting is his saviour, because that is fantastic. And 78 physical with him being 6'5" is good. But I just can't see him being too usable right now. He's only got 2-star skill moves as well and 3-star weak foot. It's a shame, he's doing really, really well in real life. And I can assure you this card, once again, will be going for around discard value. But we'll move on to the bench now. First up, we've got Brazilian goalkeeper Neto. Looks pretty average. Again, won't be going for too much, I wouldn't imagine. We have then got the bronze centre-back Huntington. 49 pace, 70 defending and 82 physical. The defending and physical stats are fantastic for a bronze centre-back, but with him only having 49 pace, I'm not too knowledgeable on the bronze market, but I can't see him going for too much. We then have Bora, another bronze player striker, this time 71 pace, 68 shooting, 58 dribbling, 47 passing and 54 physical. Again, he'll be going for discard, I can only imagine. Doesn't look anything spectacular at all. We've then got one of the more interesting silver cards of the week, Bakary Saka, who plays the ball, 6 foot with 87 pace on that left hand side. He's a silver, of course, 74. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. I'm really surprised this lad hasn't got 4-star skill moves, to be honest. I've seen him play a couple of times and he's quite weavy. 77 dribbling though, 78 shooting, 76 passing and 75 physical. This card looks amazing, lads, to be honest. For a silver, that wouldn't look out of place for a gold card, to be honest. I mean, look how many, when you bear in mind that 74 is the last rating of silver, so 75 is the first gold. Look at this, his 87's obviously, so sorry, we'll start again. His pace is above silver level, his dribbling's above silver level, his shooting's above silver level, his passing is above silver level, and his physical is also above silver level. So you tell me how this man is a silver card and not a gold. I do not know. It's absolutely ridiculous card, that is. His saving grace is that he's in the Championship, which will bring his price down a little bit, but the fact that he's French, I can see him being worked into a few French teams, to be honest. It just depends on his cost. We then got Jason PUNCHEON, a very average looking silver card. It'll fetch a bit purely because he's English and in the Premier League, but when you look at it, 2-star weak foot is pretty woeful in that kind of position. For a cam, you wanting to be able to go either way. It's a different story to when you're on the wing and you want to cut in. 3-star skill moves isn't fantastic. He's sort of a jack of all trades, to be honest. I mean, 79 pace, 80 dribbling, 75 shooting, 77 passing. It's not a bad card, but it's nothing amazing, and I can't see it going for amazing amounts of money, but it might go for a little bit, like I said, purely because it's English and in the Premier League. We've then moved on to Arango, a centre mid, Colombian, I believe. Is it Colombian or is it Venezuela? I can't tell. No, it's Tijuana. Blooming heck, that's the first Tijuana player I've ever noticed on Ultimate Team. He's not looking like a great card again, to be honest. Centre mid, 58 pace you can sort of forgive if he's got good defending in that area of the field, but 36 defending is appalling. 57 physical's not the best either in that position. He's got good skill attributes of 79 dribbling, 80 on shooting and 83 passing, but again, it'll be going for discard, nothing spectacular at all. And moving on to the last man, and this is another man I want to talk a little bit about, Bueno, Alberto Bueno, 5'10", medium cam, and this card looks decent. This is one of those that goes for discard value. Every single week there's usually one of these, like your PIATTIs and your Totws, and they're actually really worth it in my opinion, because for a cam, he's got 75 pace, 80 dribbling, 83 shooting, 74 passing. They have some really good attributes, especially if you're looking at someone that's going to be going for around 10k. We'll have a look how much these are all going for in a second. But 54 physical is going to be his downfall. 5'10", so it's going to have a little bit about him, similar to what I was saying about Totw. But being as though this lad's going to go for discard, I think he's worth a punt, to be honest. He's worth a go. 78 overall, could be decent. But we're now going to have a look at a couple of the players that are highlighted just and what they're going for. You can see here, I've highlighted 6. You can see here, Bueno, like I said, look at that one. That one went out for 10,000 coins. No one even bid on him. So that's someone that will definitely be worth a punt in my opinion. PIATTI here, look, went for 16k. Absolute steal for someone with that much pace and good dribbling. Again, he's worth a shot. His weak foot being the downfall. Totw went for 22. Not too bad for a player of his standards again. Looks a really good card, that does. Then Rooney. That one expired for 1.9. So can we... Can't click on it. We'll have a look in a second. Ribery, that one expired as well, and you can see Totw went for 360k, which isn't too bad for him either in my opinion. But these two here, I saw one Rooney with a bid of 1.6 million on him, so I'm guessing he's going for a little over that, 1.7 maybe. And then Ribery, I believe he's going for just under the 4 million mark right now. But they're obviously your two expensive players for this week, along with Hummels, who's not going to be mega cheap. But I'm going to ask you lads now, would you like me to do a review on either Christian Totw, Pablo PIATTI, or Alberto Bueno? Because they're the three that I'd like to have a go with. I'll probably buy all three to try them out anyway, I'd imagine. But let me know who you would like to see a review on, and I'll get that out to you by this weekend, fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, lads. Sorry it was a day later than usual, but that will be back to normal again next week, with it being on a Wednesday at 4 o'clock, fingers crossed. In fact, it will be. I can't see any reason why it won't be. And yeah, make sure you throw a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Nidge out. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this introduction for a brand new series coming to the channel, which is called Match Attacks Pink Slips. Now, before we get into too much about what the series is going to